Hey there. So, what can we learn from the election in Alabama? Well, a Democratic candidate won the Senate seat vacated by Jeff Sessions when the latter accepted the office of U.S. Attorney General under President Trump. Doug Jones is the first Democrat to win a Senate seat in Alabama since 1992. Just before the Republican Party's transformation into the Southern Fascist Party of the U.S. was finalized. It's a very surprising victory. What can we learn from it? Well, there are reasons for hope and caution. Hope. Sessions retook his seat in the 2014 election with 800,000 votes, 97.3% of the total. Jones won with 650,000 votes, 50% of the total. That's a turnaround of about 650,000 votes. There's a problem. 630,000 people voted for his opponent, Roy Moore. I have a little respect for the 20,000 people who voted for anyone else, Republicans who couldn't support Moore, perhaps. No respect for Moore's 630,000 supporters. Moore's a pedophile who for years stalked, harassed, and assaulted girls aged 14 to 19. The number of accusations against Moore means that fact can't be questioned. Nevertheless, 630,000 people think he's the best man for the job. The President of the U.S., in his first years in office, in a state incredibly solidly under the control of his party, threw his weight behind another candidate and lost in the primaries. Then, the candidate preferred by the Republican voters on the ground lost in the general. In the last 30 years, this is an unprecedented result. So there's reason to hope. Donald Trump's shitstorm of a presidency and the choice by Republican voters of literally the worst possible candidate made possible the election of a Democrat in Alabama. But we can't hope for too much. This combination of factors only prevented 25% of Republican voters from voting for Moore. 75% still prefer literally any Republican, including a pedophile, over any Democrat, including a U.S. attorney who put KKK murderers in prison. No matter how terrible the actions of the Republican Party or its members, their voters will still support them. Finally, we have to look at Doug Jones' strategy. Like those of Clinton and Sanders in 2015 and 2016, and the Democrats generally, Jones's strategy ignored black voters, at his peril. Black voters know that the Republicans are the party of fascism and racism. But this just means that they won't vote Republican, not that they'll vote Democrat. Even so, they turned out and won the election for Jones. We need to inspire. We have to inspire. We must inspire black voters, and women voters, and Hispanic voters, and LGBT voters. Okay? The U.S. needs a leftist party that has a program that includes everyone, that has a plan spelled out. The Democrats, the conservative party that offers nothing more than not being the Republican Party, just aren't enough.